What's going on, Donut Nation? Today we're watching a video titled How Fast Can I Get in Elytra on Donut SMP, which is my Minecraft server. I honestly don't really know how hard it is to get. All I know is that they're super expensive, and I would assume that it takes like multiple days to get. So let's check it out.
How fast can I get Minecraft's most expensive and rarest item? Starting over with nothing and having to make over $200 million. This is going to take a lot of time, effort, and farms.
He has to make more than 200 million. I thought they were worth like 300 something million.
This is going to take a lot of time, effort, and farms. So without further ado, let's get ourselves to a random location and begin making some money. And there is a stone axe, which is going to be our best friend in the early game, because now we can get wood so much.
Does anyone think that this guy sounds like Donnie Bobes?
Faster. And with that wood, we can craft some planks, turn that into some doors, some slabs, and some trapdoors. And those can be sold for some money. And we've already sold one oak trapdoor and another one. Money
10,000 each. Oh
but at the moment,
gosh.
we only have $30,000. And to buy an Elytra, we need over 220 million.
No, do not buy that one. Do not buy the one. Hold on.
And to buy an Elytra,
do not buy the one with Curse of Binding and Curse of Vanishing.
we need over 220 million. So we still got a very, very long way to go. But we're off to a good start. And after crafting a load of oak furniture,
did Pandasite just buy his trapdoor?
Very long way to go.
Yo, this might be scripted. This is another YouTuber. What are the chances of that?
But we're off to a good start. And after crafting a load of oak furniture and selling it on the auction house, we are already up to over $100,000. And the money is still flowing in. And after that sale, we are now at $250,000.
Not even
Time
close.
to initiate
million.
step 2 of making millions of dollars. And to do that, we need to find ourselves a desert, which means it's going to be a lot of randomly teleporting.
3 days later.
Well, after searching for over an hour, this is the biggest desert I have found. And now we can initiate phase 2. First step, we need gunpowder, but a stack is selling for 44,000 on the auction house, and that is ridiculous. So we'll place an order for 1,700 gunpowder, and hopefully that should be delivered soon. And there we go, instantly delivered. Perfect. So now we can collect some of that, combine it with some sand. So he spent
all his money on TNT
and start making tons and tons of money. Because when we blow up the TNT in a desert, it drops lots and lots of sand. From one TNT, we've already got over a stack and a half of sand, which we then combine with more gunpowder.
Yo, am I crazy, or is it just a complete waste of time to do TNT? Isn't it way better to just mine it with a shovel yourself? Buy an expensive shovel and just mine it yourself. I feel like this TNT is just doing too much.
Into more TNT.
Including buying the TNT, or buying the gunpowder, getting the sand, crafting it all, and then blowing it up one at a time each. Because if you blow up multiple TNT in a row, the TNT is going to blow up the dropped sand, so you're just going to get nothing. I feel like, I don't know, it seems stupid to do TNT.
It's over and over again. And from all of the gunpowder we ordered,
low-key true? Is that true or not?
We have over 5 stacks. That is going to make us some serious money. So let's quickly purchase some shulker boxes and let's get to work. Absolutely destroying
TNT
this
drops
desert.
more.
I wonder how much money we get from one stack of TNT. There's only one way to find out. We've blown up the desert and we have used our stack of TNT, and this is how much sand we got. Almost 4 shulker boxes, which is worth $1 million. That's insane. So if we say each stack is 1 million, that's 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, $4 million, which will put us all the way up at $5 million. And that will be plenty to purchase everything we need for an automatic farm. So let's get to work. Let's use lots and lots of TNT and get lots and lots of sand.
Guys, I want to hear in the chat, do you guys have better money making methods than this? Because what he's been doing so far is pretty basic. He broke down the trees, made it in the trapdoors. That making the trees and the trapdoors is better than selling logs, but it seems pretty basic, nothing too crazy. And then mining sand, it seems like everyone does this, so there's no way that this is like an amazing method.
All of our TNT we can now sell.
Okay, yes. Okay, then say it then. Can you guys tell me like what? Okay, selling barrels is way better than trapdoors. Okay. Selling barrels. What else? Barking method? You can't. No, you're not gonna do. whatever.
Our last remaining bits of sand.
Nah, I can't leak.
And we've turned
what do you mean you can't leak?
$300,000
scamming kids, yo.
Into
I mean, that probably is a really good way to make money.
9 million.
Or definitely
what a
is.
lovely money making method. But I've had enough of working hard. I think it's time we make some automatic farms. So first things first, let's buy ourselves a nice efficiency 4 diamond pickaxe and teleport to a random location. And then we can dig down to the deep state level and start making our first ever base. Well, that took quite a while, but we now have a humongous hole, which is big enough to fit ourselves in a lovely kelp farm. And that is the first...
I have never used a schematic in my life. But I feel like once the Donut SMP border expands and I start making my own bases, I'm going to start using them. But for some reason, I just never have. I always just follow tutorials and build it myself.
First farm we are going to be building. The only issue is we are going to need a lot of resources.
That's cap, not cap. I'm literally never used a schematic.
Produces so much kelp. From over $4 million down to 3.1. But we do have every single item we need to make this machine. So let's get to work. Let's build this, and we can finally start making
times faster.
proper money.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Without doing a single thing.
We still on this expansion thing? Yes, guys. The Donut SMP border is going to go from 200k by 200k to 30 million by 30 million. It's going to be epic. I'm excited
and
for
that
it.
is the full machine
I don't know when
built.
it's going to be, though.
All we've got to do now is load this thing up with bone meal, and it should work perfectly. And to do that, all we've got to do is create an order for bones at $126.
Yo, so there's no, that was months ago, bro.
We'll get 5,000 for now.
No way you're
and
selling
our
mold
orders
drinking.
for bones have been delivered.
Pedro
instantly.
said 3 weeks.
Let's get these all.
I would not trust that 3 weeks. Don't trust the Pedro's 3 weeks. Please don't.
Turned into bone meal, just like so, and load up the farm. And if we turn this farm on for literally 10 seconds, we have made ourselves...
Here, I'll tell you. Since Pedro said it's going to launch in 3 weeks, I'm just going to tell you guys. Pedro also told me it was going to launch in December. Like, by the end of December, or we were going to launch before Christmas, is what he said. I like that he's expecting it to be soon, because he's optimistic, and I like that. But when you tell the community, it's just too risky. People are going to assume that it's going to come out in, like, really soon. But, guys, it's just not going to come out anytime soon. The reason I don't ever tell you guys a date on when the border is going to expand is because I don't know how long it could take.
Almost
you never know.
4 stacks of kelp.
You never
which
know.
is a crazy amount. The only issue now is that we've got to keep up with that demand using smokers. So we're going to have to build an absolutely insane super smelter. And that is going to require a lot more resources.
So this is he built a, what did he even build? A kelp farm?
After chopping a load of trees and mining a ton of cobblestone, we can now craft ourselves stacks of smokers. And just like that,
kelp
we
farm?
have a super smelter with 64 smokers that goes into an auto crafter and into a shulker box
look,
loader.
get a stack of logs and then a stack of smooth stone slab, or smooth slabs. Smooth slab stones, and make a lot of armor stand and sell it for 17.5k. Okay, so selling armor stands is a good method too. I can believe that.
Is this going to keep up with all the demand of kelp? We are about to find out. We do have space to
Chest
upgrade
farm.
it with another 64
Watch the
smokers if we
freaking
need
video.
to.
React to the video,
But for
pal.
now, we need to load this thing up with blaze rods, switch the machine on, and start making some money. Well, there is a stack of blaze rods in every single smoker. Let's see if this can keep up with the demand. Here we go. Machine is on. Kelp is flowing. And after running everything for around 5 minutes, let's see if we have kelp blocks flying through the system. Yes, they are. Ooh, let's go. All right, well, the kelp has stopped flowing, which means this has run out of bone meal. And yes, it has. Okay, now we just gotta wait for everything to smelt, and then we can sell the kelp blocks for lots and lots of money. Time to see how much money we have made in total. Oh, wow, that is a lot of dried kelp.
Is that a lot?
Hopefully it sells for maybe 700,000, and it sells for 1.1.
Wait, how much money? Okay, how much money did he put into bones though? I didn't even see how much he put in. Like, did he even make a profit from that?
Oh, wow. Okay.
And how long
now
did it take
it's time
for
to
it to
buy
work?
even more bones, refill the machine, and do it all again. 9,500 bones have been delivered.
You guys are all saying different
Time
numbers.
to turn those into bones.
Okay. This time he put $1 million of bones. Okay.
After waiting for all those bones to process, this is what we are now left with. Over a shulker box full of dried kelp blocks. So I think it's time we sell these, buy more bones, and repeat that process over and over again. And I'll be back once we have plenty of money. Days of running this machine, millions of dollars spent on bones and blaze.
Why does it only have $1 million?
You would like to think we would be over $10 million by now, but we only have just over 2 full shulker boxes of kelp. After building the whole machine,
bro. How much money is it?
down to $3.1 million. And after selling our dried kelp blocks, we are now only at 4.2 million. So I don't think this is very efficient. If you had skeleton spawners, sure, but we're having to buy the bones and it's costing way too much. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to initiate step 3 to earn lots and lots of money. But to do that, we're going to need an amethyst axe, and these are coming in at around $7 to $11 million. And we only have 4 million. So I think it's time we go and blow up some more desert. 20,000 gunpowder.
He's doing
orders,
sand again. Stop with the sand method, bro. Oh my gosh.
TNT, and I have figured something else out. Normally, we sell normal sand, but if we instead combine it with gunpowder to make some TNT, I have figured out that that sells for a lot more money on orders. So we're actually going to keep blowing up the desert, ordering gunpowder, combining them, and selling TNT. And to prove this method is really fruitful, we're going to sell our whole 2 shulker boxes of TNT to see how much we can get. Well, there's 320,000 off just over a stack. There's another 816,000 after just over another stack. There's 3 million just after a few stacks. So as you can see, this is very, very fruitful. And we will sell the rest of this for 1.5k each, and that is $2.5 million. We are up to 7.7.
There we go.
Ooh,
okay. That's better than
good.
kelp.
Let's keep doing this. Let's keep making lots and lots of money. And after even more
I feel like all the methods that require manual methods are definitely the fastest way to make money. Like collecting sand, I don't think can be automatic. Maybe with sniffers, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think sand is automatic. Like mining mud, I think is an automatic thing you have to do. All the I meant manual. Whatever like requires you to like actually do work, that's what's gonna make you money.
And much more crafting. We now have a
but
lot
automatic
more
stuff
TNT,
like kelp,
over
it's not gonna make that much.
shulker boxes worth, and that is worth 2.6 million there.
Didn't I already watch the video? No, I never watched it.
7.6 million there, which means in total we now have almost $13 million, which means we can get ourselves an efficiency 5 amethyst axe with 17 hours remaining. And that means we can now initiate phase 3 of the money making methods. But we need to do a bit of work before we can do it. So let's go back to our home and blow some more stuff up. And there we go. That is a nice hole.
That was not with crystals. That was all TNT.
We need. The reason we need this axe and this hole is because we're starting to grow trees down here. Very, very tall trees. And this amethyst axe
anything but getting a job. What do you mean?
Everything. The only issue is
you can have a job and watch YouTube at the same time.
So we can do something to collect all the jobs for us. So let's grab some resources and get to building. All right, let's test if
that's a lot of hoppers.
will solve our problems. It's a bit lopsided. Maybe we should go out a few more this way. Just like that. So now if we grow a tree, grow it, chop it down, all of the resources are now picked up automatically.
Fire.
But you may be wondering, why do we need tons and tons of logs? That is because you can turn logs into planks and then into chests, which people actually buy in bulk. This guy wants 10,000 chests.
Why do people buy chests for so much money?
Which is pretty crazy, especially because you can get so many logs by just sitting here, chopping down trees, and making it auto-craft the chest for you.
Shulkers.
So that is what we need to work on next. So let's drop down and let's build our auto-crafting system. And that is looking pretty good. It's pretty messy, but it does work. We have
shulkers. Wait, every single hopper takes a chest too, right? You need oh, wait, he leaked his bedrock. Yeah, this base is definitely found. But yeah, every single hopper takes a chest. Every single shulker takes a chest. Every single chest takes a chest.
We have auto chest crafters, shulker box loaders. I think it's time we now give this a go. So let's place some order for some bones. craft some bone meal, and let's get growing. We'll give this a 5-minute test, and
Let's
we'll see
get
how much
right
it
into
produce,
it.
and if it can even keep up with the demand. Okay, 4 saplings left. Let's chop that tree, and let's go down and see if this is working. The best way to find out is see if the iron filters have messed up, and they are looking pretty good. Okay,
can somebody explain why it's so bad to leak bedrock?
Sticks, and this should be
basically,
full.
I'm pretty sure every single Minecraft world, or maybe not every world, maybe every single, if someone knows the seed of your Minecraft world, they'll instantly know what the bedrock looks like underground, so they can do some math to calculate where the bedrock is and find the coordinates. Because
a few chests.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Nerd.
I think it's time we do a nice.
How am I a
hours
nerd?
on
I'm
this.
just explaining how it works.
See how many chests we can get.
Nobody said that. Yes, they did. Somebody asked. Somebody did say that.
Let's go.
Okay. Why, guys? How am I?
Well, after using a whole inventory of bone meal.
Yo, Bench a Buller with the gifted memberships. Yo, thank you so much. 10 gifted members, thank you.
We are waiting for all these logs to process. There are a lot. And while we're waiting for all those to process, we can sell our amethyst axe for 12.5 million. Sounds good to me. And there we go. We just sold it. Perfect. That's an easy 2 million profit. And we should get many, many millions from all of these logs. The chests have stopped flowing, which means only one thing.
How am I a dork?
That all the wood has processed.
How is he breaking the tree like that? He has an amethyst axe, which is like a custom item on the server where you can just break a full tree on like really in one hit.
This is how many chests we have got. Over 5 shulker boxes full. That is immense.
We know, bro.
The question is, how much can we actually sell these for? 300 each. This guy wants 250. There's 1 million, 255 each. There's 2.4 million, and that is everything sold.
Yo, guys, you don't have to type /claim to claim a gifted sub.
We have made ourselves over
it doesn't work.
$2.5 million. That is better than any kelp farm I have ever seen. Oh, that one looks good. 1 day, 18 hours, $10 million.
Yeah, this is the axe.
That. Thank you very much. Time to make a ton more chests. Alrighty, I have used a whole inventory full of saplings. Let's go and see.
Some guy said, you're like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Nerd.
See how many chests we have got. Oh, wow. Everything is overflowing. Oh, no. Oh, my word. Look.
Whoa,
the
what the heck?
chests are overflowing everywhere. Okay, it should all now be fixed. We had a few sorting issues, but now we are looking all good. The only issue is I don't know if we have messed up. Were we actually getting shulkers of chests? Oh, yes, we were. Okay, perfect. I don't know how many fell on the floor, but it's okay.
Do you have a job? Just asking.
And that should stop
no, I don't.
all further sorting issues.
I don't.
It will stop all these getting blocked up. It will stop the chests overflowing. And we can finally turn this on and have no issues.
I wonder why. What do you mean you wonder
at least
why?
we've got a load of shulker boxes already, and they're still flowing very, very nicely. So let's let all these process. And let's see how much money we have made. Sweet. Okay, let's get this shulker box mined up.
Get
and in total, we have over 2 rows of shulker boxes. Oh my word, that is beautiful. How much is that in money terms, though? Oh, 10 million. That's insane. Well, now we're at 12.67.
Isn't your job content creation?
Don't even
yes.
in the comments.
Yes, guys, my job is what I'm doing right now. This is my job. Yeah. This is my job. So stop saying get a job. This is it. This is my job.
Like an hour though, which is the only issue.
Nerd.
Because if we need
is it a job?
$239 million,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Is this a job?
Full hours. So we may have to set up a good automatic farm. But on this server, kelp is
not a job,
the best
buddy.
thing to grow. So
okay, well, okay, then I guess I don't need a job.
Farm into a big 240 module kelp farm.
Wait, I got a question. Back when I used to stream and I had like 0 viewers or like 1 viewer or 2 or 3 viewers when I was not making enough money for it to be considered a job. Wait. I just sort of answered my own question. I was going to say, like, did it count as a job back then when I was making no money? If it didn't count as a job back then, but I'm doing the same exact thing as I did back then, does it still not count as a job? So is what I'm doing a job or no? No, it's a hobby. But hobbies don't make you money.
It costs like $25 million.
You consider this a job?
Rip all of this down, make a ton more chests, and sell them.
This is what I do for money.
Maybe 2 hours to do everything.
This is what I do to live.
With ripping all of this down because that's pretty fun.
It's a side job, but how is it a side job? I don't even have a main job then.
Beautiful. That's all gone now. Time to load in the one we actually need to build and see the size of it. Oh my word.
What is this?
Is absolutely gigantic. That is a lot of blocks we have got to mine out. Oh, wow. Okay, when it's turned more like this is okay.
He making a bigger kelp farm?
Too much to mine out.
He's a 30-year-old playing Minecraft, by the way. I'm not 30, bro.
Look at all of this. Wow. But we have a job on our hands. Let's get to blowing up this wall. All right, that's all nicely cleared out. Now,
but even if I was, I would probably still be doing this when I'm 30.
Of course, we don't need to buy like all the different colored blocks. We just got to buy all the redstone stuff. And then
how old am I?
Building.
20.
Okay, that is a lot of materials. 17 stacks of hoppers. The chests we already produce. 4 stacks of smokers.
Still a grown man. Who cares if I'm a grown man?
Yeah, this is going to cost a lot. The hoppers are the main thing. Let's get 18 stacks of those real quick. Each stack of hoppers is currently going for 100,000. That's going to cost us 1.8 million. Wow. Okay, there we go. There's our hoppers.
What's the mod that shows you what you need to build in blue?
270 chests. 5 stacks of those.
It's called, I don't know. Wood for chests. Is this called Lightmatica? Is that the name of this mod right here that shows what blocks you need to build? By the way, you got to be very careful. Be very careful with mods that you download. If you're like 12 years old or younger, I would low-key just not download any mods. Wait till you're older and you know what you're doing. I mean, I guess age doesn't really like show what you're just like when I was 12, like I could have I probably would have known the right thing to do. So I low-key take that back, but you got to make sure you know what you're doing if you're ever going to download mods, because you can easily get your whole Minecraft account stolen, all your items wiped on Donut SMP. You're going to have to buy a new Minecraft account for $25 or however much, $30 nowadays. Just be careful when you download it. Honestly, when you download anything, be very careful. Just don't even download anything. Just get Fortnite, get Call of Duty and Minecraft, and then just call it a day. Don't download anything else.
There's 4 stacks. Just one more stack now, please.
I got
and
hacked
there we
the
go.
first
Thank
day
you very
playing.
much. That's the chest. Time for
you got hacked the first day playing. Any advice?
Let me get all of these real quick.
Any advice? Just don't listen to random people when they tell you to download things.
That should be every single redstone item that we need brought. They're all in green. All the ones in red are just, I think,
don't ignore them. I enjoy your Konak NTW
we are left with
job.
8 million, which is not what I was expecting. So that does mean we can actually get to building this insane monster. We'll start from the bottom and we'll work up and up and up until we've got ourselves, hopefully,
bro, it's not an effing job, bro. You're only on your computer playing video games being cringe.
This 300 million. Perfect.
Okay, bro. All right. So,
and after placing,
why does he have to build all the decoration along with the farm? Like, what's the point of putting all this wood around here? Like, at this point, I would just forget about decoration and just try to make money.
And after placing those, the farm is now finished. All we have to do is fill this with shulker boxes, just like that. And then fill this with bone blocks.
Yo, sup?
And this with blaze
I love
rods,
your live stream.
And the farm
what you doing, RN?
Okay.
What am I doing right now? Just watching this popular Donut SMP video of this guy seeing what it takes to get an Elytra.
It's not cringe if it is why are you watching Donut.
Alright, that's all been delivered. Well, we need a lot more blaze rods, so you know what that means. It's time to go and get a ton more chests and plenty more money. That is a very
Donut,
nice
will you
amount
play
of
today?
chests.
I want you to please come, Muhammad Yusuf 00.
Yo, thank you for the donation. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on Donut SMP today.
Chest. That is going to be very nice. How much? 24 million, but we did.
Whoa, 24.
No, I just want to say I am a big fan. Say hi, Troxta.
Yo, what's up, Troxta? Thank you so much for the donation. Okay, for a second I thought he's about to make 30 or 25 million dollars from selling all these chests. I was about to say that is insane, but it looks like one guy just requested an order of only 7,000 chests for a lot of money, so he just delivered the small amount.
We got 3 million. Okay, 400 per.
Yo, Salad Bowl with the Prime sub. Thank you, bro.
351, and then it just drops off fully. All right, and this should be the last few chests. Yes, it is. All of those are sold, and we're now up to $18 million.
That's still not even close to an Elytra.
And we still need to sell our amethyst axe. And we should be able to sell this axe for around $11 million. Let's do 11.5. But we have money. We wanted some to make an order for blaze rods, and we can now do that. Let's do 150.07 per, and we'll order.
I made $100 million just smelting cobblestone into stone.
That should be plenty.
100
and
million
that was pretty
from that?
much instantly completed.
How long did you do that for?
This is going to be a lot of blaze rods. Oh wow, look at this. Well, hopefully that is enough fuel for the whole farm now. Oh, I hope these don't despawn. Oh no, we're good. We're good. They're fine. Okay, good. They all went in. Whew, I thought they were going to despawn. Does everything now have blaze rods? By the looks of it, yes. And there are a load in the chests. Oh, wow. Okay, we may have overordered that. That's
Yo,
fine.
how long did you
now spend the
smelt the stone
$9 million we
for? Oh,
have
like
on
1
bone
week
blocks,
using an auto smelter.
and we can finally start making
on 1
money
week, 100
from
mil.
this farm. 20,000 of those.
I think that's
will
pretty
do.
good.
It's now time we turn the farm on and watch this.
Yo, I don't understand why this base that he built is so massive when the amount of kelp that he's producing at once does not even look like that much.
Plenty of money. Oh, yeah. And after a couple hours of AFKing, we now have plenty of dried kelp, but we are out
It's
of
all
bone
for
blocks,
smokers?
which is an issue.
Dang.
But the good thing is we still have tons of blaze rods. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell all of these dried kelp blocks for $15 million. And then we're going to create a massive order for 70,000 bone blocks for 27 million. And that was completed pretty quickly. So let's get all of those deposited into the farm. Wow, look at all of those. That is a lot of bone blocks. But thankfully, they all made it into the farm. They are now being auto-crafted into bone meal, which we can then use to power our farm for many more hours. And after processing all of those bone blocks, we have managed to get ourselves almost half a double chest worth of dried kelp blocks.
Is this even
so we spent
$27.3
million buying the bone blocks, and we have made ourselves $32.5 million.
Okay.
That is not too bad. The only issue is we are needing over $300
Living
million.
off kids' money
So we're
with
going to
no
have to do
study
that
or job
process
isn't impressive.
quite a few times.
That's not ambition,
So let me create
just
another order for
emptiness.
bone blocks.
Go
Get those
and find a
deposited in
job,
the farm,
find a girlfriend.
and do that over and over again until we have around $250 million. All right, it's been a few days. We have AFK'd on a different account.
Yo,
which is why
memes
my
and edits,
playtime
thank you for the
hasn't gone
donation,
up
bro.
that much. But we have got plenty of dried kelp blocks. I don't know how much this is going to be worth. Hopefully tens of millions. But there's only one way to find out. $712 each. We'll take that. One inventory is $40 million. Oh, yeah. And we still have over a full inventory more. There's another 42 million. There's another 40 million.
Jeez.
And last but not least.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How does he have so much money?
22.27 million, which puts us.
Wait, so he didn't even sell all of the stuff yet? Whoa, oh my gosh.
$100 million.
Dr. Donut, you're
And
a
that's not
grown
even
man
the
with barley. Any money you need to grow up, bro. No offense. Enjoy this $5. You need it, man.
Yo, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate
best part.
that.
We may be out of bone blocks, but we are not out of blaze rods. Every single furnace is full with a full hopper, and we have got chests upon chests of blaze rods still to use. So we need to spend all $104 million on bone blocks. Get this farm nice.
Wait, so this farm is big enough to handle $104 million worth of bone blocks? That's insane if it is. Also, what happens if he spends all his money on bone blocks? He puts it all into the farm, and then he instantly gets raided and found. Then he loses all his money and has nothing left.
Nice and full
That'd be
again.
so
I'm
bad.
running it
They
again.
hating when they
Welcome
are in the
our
stream
second
wall.
account, and time to go AFK for many more hours. Well, it's been around a day and these are all still smelting, but we have run out of bone meal, which is an issue.
Donate
but we have a
Mr. Beast
solution.
Hospital.
We
Pay
have
die offer
plenty
200B plus
of
sign.
dried kelp blocks. Almost 2
Yo, thank you for the
double
donation,
chests
guys.
to
Thank
sell.
you.
That is very nice. The first inventory is 42.76 million, and by the end we are up to 143, which means from
Dang.
$100 million we made $40
Grown
million
man
profit.
BTW.
That is very, very nice. Time to keep scaling that up and up and up, which means we need to order more bone blocks. 360,000 will do. And we also need a few blaze rods because these ones at the very end are running slightly low. 50,000.
I feel like he's cutting this part really quickly. How long do you guys think it's taking for his $100 million worth of bones to be smelted into kelp blocks? Do you guys think that's like instant? Do you think that's like within like an hour? Or do you guys think it's like a day?
They should do. And there we
I
go,
don't know.
nicely topped
Yo,
back
you
up.
guys don't have to type. There's no reason to type I don't know.
Perfect.
A little while later.
And after many
10 hours?
many
14 hours?
many days
Okay, everyone's saying like
of
one
buying
day.
bone blocks
8
and
hours?
blaze rods
Okay.
and selling lots and lots of dried kelp blocks, we are now
300 million.
up to
Oh,
$302
fire.
million. But we have a lot more money in stock because if we look over here, all of these chests are full of
Please tell me
rods.
if he buys the curse of binding Elytra, I'm gonna be so sad because once you put on that Elytra, you can't take it off. Curse of binding and curse of vanishing, because once you put it on once you wear the Elytra, you can't take it off because it's curse of binding. So if you want to take it off, you have to die. But when you die, the item doesn't drop because there's curse of vanishing. He better not buy that Elytra.
That's a lot of power for the furnaces. And most of these chests are all full of bone blocks. But as you can see, quite a few of them aren't. So what we need to do
But
is
honestly,
we need to put
though,
enough
the thing is, the Elytras are not even there for use. They're kind of there just to be worth a lot of money.
for ordering for bone blocks for $389.
Maybe for some
per,
people they're for
and
use,
we'll order
like me.
200,000. That's $77 million. Thank you very much. And once that's done, it will take us probably around 24 hours to fully process all the blaze rods and the bone blocks, and then we can see if we have enough to finally buy an Elytra. This has taken over a week, and it might take a little bit
You bought more
longer
bone
because
blocks?
the price
Why?
of Elytras are going up. As we can see here, the cheapest one is
Oh,
currently
they're 350 mil.
going for $347
You can unenchant it, bro? No, I don't think you can unenchant curses.
million. And if they keep going up, then of course we're going to have to make more and more money. But we'll wait and see. Let's get all of these bone blocks into the system, just like so. And then we can watch.
Yo,
the
Sniper Boy
money
with the tier 1 sub.
rolling
Thank
in.
you so much,
There
bro.
we go.
Thank you.
That's looking a little bit more healthy. So let's leave that to do what it's got to do. It's got all the fuel, all the bone blocks that it's ever going to need. Now we've just got to be patient and play the waiting game. Look at that. We already have one dried kelp shulker box.
Donut, I
And
love your
just
streams
over
so much.
24
I get so
hours
happy while
later,
watching your streams
I
that
can
it brings
now
a white
say
tear down
I
my
am
leg.
like 99%
You're the best stream,
sure we have
Donut.
enough
Less than 3.
dried
Thank you,
kelp
bro. Thank you so much
blocks
for the donation.
to get ourselves our first Elytra. One inventory of kelp
W
sells
streamer,
for
can you help for media
42.8 million.
TTs RX?
We
Yeah, thank you for the donation.
have
I don't know how I can
plenty.
help you, but thank
and
you,
this
bro.
inventory should take us over the $335 million we need. Yes, it does.
350
Help
mil.
out House of all the
Have a
hate
lot
donation
left to sell. And
WYTBER.
after
Yo, thank you,
selling
bro. It's
every
all good, it's all good,
single
bro.
bit of dried
Thank
kelp
you, thank
we
you.
own, we now have ourselves 506.
Whoa, 500 million. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So what happens on Donut SMP, I guess from what I'm seeing, is that the richer you get, the easier it is to get rich, which is kind of crazy. That really puts it into perspective.
$16 million. We also have so many blaze rods left
What am I
to
yapping
use.
about?
But I think it's time we wrap this
I don't
up.
know.
Hi
And
Donut,
we get
you are
ourselves
such a
an
great
Elytra.
streamer. Even though I am
Auction
not
house
active in chat,
Elytra.
I love your
The
content.
cheapest
Thank you,
one
bro.
is 300.
No, don't buy this one. It's gonna be like, I don't know, like, what if one day everyone realizes these are like useless, so the price drops?
61 million. But that one has curse of binding.
Oh,
and curse
good.
of vanishing. I want this one right here. That is now mine.
Boom.
Get in! I have an
Nice.
Elytra. I can fly. And we still
can
have
fly, I
almost
can
$200
fly, I
million
can
left.
fly.
This is amazing. Look at us go.
He has no armor. Yo, get some armor, bro. If you hit a wall, you're just gonna lose it.
We
Don't do
are
that. Don't do this.
flying. We can go anywhere we want. We don't have to randomly teleport everywhere. We can find every single biome we now need.
Nice.
I cannot wait.
Nice.
If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you
Fire.
like, subscribe,
So,
comment,
okay,
and
this
share,
guy's
and I'll
name
see
is
you-
Camel72. I didn't even realize his skin was a camel. Camel72. This is the first video I've watched from this person, and I think it was great. Super clean, and it exactly showed the process of what it took to get an Elytra on Donut SMP. Everybody, please subscribe to him if you want to see future videos.